Alright, we just got one more warp room to go. The 5th and final warp room. So, elevator going up. And now we can make Cortex angry a 4th time.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
That we shall do. Starting off with Piston It Away. Now, like the original, to get the hidden and box gems, we have to first get all the boxes on the main part of the level, and then return to the skull route and then hop on that. Sometimes I tend to think of that as a pretty unusual way to be able to complete a level, because it's not really the common way of doing that. It's just pretty unusual whenever I first thought about it. And not to mention we have to do it we have to hop on the skull route last, because if we were to hop on the skull route first, we won't be able to return to the main part of the level, so we won't be able to get the box gem. So I want to get both gems at the same time. And I always thought that this and Spaced Out's soundtrack was one of my favorites from Crash 2. It's just such a groove. Oh, good. I thought I was going to end up getting zapped by that. Can't believe we're already almost done getting all the crystals and gems. I mean, of course, there's still the platinum relics. But of course, we won't worry about that until we get all both endings. So as soon as we clear this warp room, we'll be able to do that. It's just so easy to be able to chain these enemies in this version. It just seems like it's so easy to do that. Can't get out of here. I hate those enemies. Whoa! Well, at least that box kind of stopped my slide. Still, it's kind of weird that I didn't, you know, actually slide through that box. You have to be careful so I don't touch a nitro. Now I'll just wait so I can jump on this one. Then I'll have to do a normal jump over the hot stuff. Then I'll jump on the enemy. Alright. That one can kind of mess with me sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay, so here's our checkpoint and crystal. No, break the checkpoint. There you go. Yet another Aku Aku. That always helps. Okay, there's our skull route, but like I said, we'll have to wait till after we get all the boxes here. I'll go ahead and kill this enemy, because of course we don't need to necessarily jump on him to get over that laser. We can just do that slide spin jump. Okay, bonus stage. That little faceplant animation is pretty weird. I mean, despite that if I, you know, spun after touching the ground, he still does it. You know, these nitros, just how high that can bounce like that, it's just... Oh, it almost got me! Yeah, it almost got me. I mean, just by how it's been doing that lately, these nitros in this game has become a bit of a living nightmare. I was wanting to keep that second Aku Aku, but that's no big deal. I still got regular Aku Aku. This is better than always better than nothing. Like I said, the nitros in this remaster has become a bit of a living nightmare as of late, because of how high they can just bounce like that. It's just ridiculous. Okay, the nitros can be saved for later. For last, that is. And of course, the scientists with those little walls they can push. I hate those. I always hated those guys so much. Get you off. And you off, too. Make it through that crusher. Okay, I wanted to make sure I was going to time that guy. And you can get out of here too. Alright, so that's the last box of the main part of the level. Kind of take it easy so I can grab this life. I still tend to think that Crash's hand is going to trigger the nitro. I still tend to think that for some reason. You can get away. Okay, so we're at the end of the level. I just want to make sure if that was the last box. And of course I can spin the laser to avoid getting hit by it. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so now we can just go back to where the skull route is. So that way we can hop on it and get the rest of the boxes, that is. So that way we can grab both gems. I'll just take it easy through this bit so I can spin all the lasers. Okay, good. I always hated that one. That's the one that always annoyed me. And the rest we don't even have to worry about. Because like I said, we can just do the slide spin jump to get over this one. Like so. There you go. Now we can hop on the skull route. So we can grab the both gems. Still, I kind of consider that to be a pretty unusual way of having to, you know, get the box gem. Well, both gems, for that matter. Well, maybe it's just the box gem. Get out of here. I tend to think that these enemies are going to chain that nitro. Up! Whatever. I was trying to slide it to avoid the nitro from blowing up at me. But what can I do about it? At least I got the checkpoint. Now I'm going to have to really do some timing on these bits right here. This stupid laser can get out of here. And good thing I can make it past that. Oh, come on, man! It looked like I wasn't even close to that. Get out of here. I always hated these enemies. I always hated them. Okay, well, good thing I got rid of that. I was wanting to try and make sure I was going to have enough space to kill that sliding enemy. Alright, that's good. Alright. We got both gems now. Piston It Away is done, son. Still, I can't believe I got killed by that. It looked like I wasn't even close to it. Well, of course, after I got shocked. I really thought I wasn't going to touch it. Because I was mainly worrying about trying to be able to slide into that sliding enemy. I don't know why I kind of forget what these enemies are called. I knew the name of these enemies, but I kind of forgot. Who cares? They're nothing anyway. At least that level's done. Alright, next level. Let's rock it. Rocket Power. I actually missed that show, Rocket Power. But we're going to rock it like what I do best. I rock it alright. So let's rock it. And of course we got inverted controls. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Turn on inverted controls. Yeah, I know, I'm that unusual weirdo that's more used to doing inverted controls. It just seems like all of the games that involve changing the controls, I'm more used to inverted. And it says R2 and L2 to fly forwards and backwards. But of course it's still X is for forward and the circle is backwards. It's still that, of course. And I always thought the Jetpack level soundtrack was another one of my favorites as well. It just sounds so good. And these stupid mines. Yeah, it's weird. It looks like they don't disappear after you get past them, like they did, like how it was in the original. And of course, the laser beams. want to at least not get too close to that TNT. Okay, good. Now I can blow it up. Really? Oh. So it looked like I was, Crash's model was going, right through the TNT, but it still didn't trigger it. And let's go there. Still, I need to take it easy and not touch these pipes. And of course, the scientists with the jetpacks and the electricity, they can get out of here. But at least it's easier to tell when they're doing their little electricity. And of course, the electric wires, or the Twizzlers is what I used to call them. I gotta get past them. Ah. Hey, I actually broke the box without... Oh, hey, get that life. Come on, there you go. I actually broke the box without actually spinning it. Interesting. Let's get rid of this guy. But at least make him go push back a little bit. Not yet. Now. I'm just getting so close to that fire. It makes me think I'm going to touch it. Make it past that. Okay, I do believe this is the last stretch of the level. There's our crystal right up ahead. I could have just made that, but I was trying to make sure I actually didn't miss any boxes. But it looks like I did. We're just about at the end of the level. More of the Twizzlers. Whoa! Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Okay, just want to make sure I got past the wire before grabbing the crystal. And now! Those mines are getting pretty close. I was so close to that fire, like I said, it looks like it made me think I was going to touch it and get me killed. And of course I can go around the landing pad and just kind of fly around here. It'd be so silly if I could actually get out of the level with a jetpack, but of course I can't. And that's a completely different animation of putting the jetpack and taking it off. Okay, so here's the crystal and gem for Rocket. We rocked it alright. But hey, rock and roll is what I do best. Okay, won't be long now until we get all crystals and gems. Can't believe we're already this far. It just made me think this game seems a bit shorter than the first game. That's just what it seems like. I'm still always curious to see how Crash was able to actually keep all those crystals and gems in his body. It's like, the crystal, whenever he puked it out, it didn't cut his gums or something like that. Okay, next level. We're going to be doing a night fight. We're going to fight the night. It's fight night. Okay, so this is our second Firefly level. And like I said, like when we did Totally Fly, we could actually... We'll be able to see... We'll be able to barely see what's happening, despite the fact we don't have a Firefly to give us the light. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to avoid going on the death route and just wait until we get to the fork in the road. That fork, and then just go the back end of the death route, because that's how I feel is the easiest, the more easier way to be able to get all that done. Because there's still quite a couple boxes that you can get on the main path of the level. It seems like it's pretty nice on how they were actually able to put in some sound effects for the Firefly, like it does a little high-pitched sound whenever you get the Firefly with you, and it does like a really low noise whenever the Firefly is about to leave. It's pretty unique. Oh, come on, get it. I'm gonna waste that Firefly. Yeah, I just wasted that Firefly. But thank goodness these little spike cameras are here. Thank goodness. Because hey, there are some alternatives to provide light. The spike cameras. Yeah, it's just so nice to be able to tell when the Firefly is about to leave you. That's a nice little feature. Okay, and this bonus round I don't want to dilly-dally with, so I was going to go ahead and get some of these boxes ahead and then go for it. I always thought I can't dilly-dally with these bonus rounds. I wasn't wanting that to happen. Oh. I thought I had the Firefly with me. The second one, that is, not the first. And of course the Nitros. We can get past them, no problem. And like I said, we can still kind of see what's going on. Just barely, though. Okay, we're just about to be at the fork in the road. That fork. Just coming up. Right here. So I'll just go in through in the back. And then get everything that way. Oh, the frill almost got me there. But at least these spike camera things are here, so he can still provide us with light. And the frill. That little frill neck lizard. Okay, so we got the hidden gem. Now we can get out of here. Ah, oh, almost touched him. Sure don't give you enough time to get out of that. Okay, I'm getting to look really close. You can actually see like how dark a platform is to see whether it's like a hole or safe. But thank goodness for those spike cameras right there to provide me light. Okay, now we got the Firefly again. Awesome. Just about done. Right there. There's our end of the level, right here. Awesome. Alright, so we got both gems from Night Fight. We just did a fight in the night. And the Firefly's gonna come with us. Alright, just 2 levels left. Then comes the moment of truth. So like I said, in the original of this game, Night Fight would kind of give me a problem, because like I said, you can't really see what's going on, but in this version you can just barely see what's going on, even without the Firefly. It's like you have to judge by the color of the platforms and stuff. You can tell like which one is ground and which one is a hole. That actually really helps. Okay, next level, it's the PAC Attack of the Wolfpack. Here's our second jetpack level. And of course it says invert the flight controls. I already did that. Yes, I'm that unusual weirdo that prefers to do inverted controls with every game that involves that. With every game that involves you changing the controls from either normal to inverted, I'm that kind of guy that does that. And oh, would you look at that? It looks like this version of the level has an additional box. 45 boxes in this level. So I remember the original had 44. Just thinking Twizzlers again. And the laser beams. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Good thing I found that box. I wonder what the additional box is. It's like I said, the original had 44. Well, this version has 45. Oh, gotta make it past. Okay, good. Sticking Twizzlers can get pretty close. And the laser beams. Fire the laser! Says Dr. Evil. But you're not Dr. Evil. I mean, you don't even have a bald head. Not to mention you don't put the pinky up to your lips whenever you talk. Sometimes. And more mines with nitros. No problem. And of course more Twizzlers. Just want to make sure I'm going to be able to get past the laser right now. Okay, so there's a checkpoint, and good thing we can get another Aku Aku. Ah, 2 lasers. Right there. That pentagon shape. Once again, I'm happy that it's easy to tell when he's going to do that little electric shock. Up! Oh, good thing I caught that just in time. Oh boy, I caught onto that just in time. I'll just go underneath both of them. Now! Good timing. And of course this one. Now. Those mines seem relatively close. Okay, so there's that nitro cross. Yeah, let's match that with the laser. And you can just barely see the crystal. I see it. You can kind of barely see that. Seems like it can kind of blend in with the environment. No problem, it's not fooling me. Okay, to get past this, I think I may as well go underneath it all. How low can you go? Oh, but we made it. It's kind of like, you know, playing Jetpack Limbo, except we did not actually do the limbo. Who cares? We made it. Alright,